Hello and welcome to Friday, May 29th. Remember how I said I had a new toy? Ooh. SOS. I need to do SOS. I'm still figuring out exactly where to put it. Right now I have it right behind the camera because as you can see it in my glasses right there, like, which is annoying me, but it has like, let's see, this is the, you can do like, I think this is like a warm setting or something. I don't know what setting this is. I think this is supposed to be natural light, I think. Natty light. You can get it really bright. Ah, like there's a train coming or something. You can get it really dark. So I'm still kind of playing around with it to see which version I like. Probably not that one. I almost like this one, but I don't know, it almost looks a little bit too not like artificial light kind of thing. So I think I like the middle one where it's a little bit yellow, just not quite as bright as it needs to be, because I know that the lighting in here can be kind of shit, especially on these stormier days like we're having right now. So if I turn it off and sit back, see the cord isn't very long, but it is plugged into the wall over there, so that's nice. I just took out my phone charger cord and plugged this thing in, and I'm afraid to move the camera to show you, because it's going to fall over. I'm worried it's going to fall over, so maybe it won't. Okay, here we go. See, that's the light right there. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is nice. It's on this little swivelly thingamajigger, so it can swivel like 180 degrees and go anywhere at once, even though the first thing that happened I screwed it in was like that whole thing popped off from like right here. So I'm like, oh great, I already broke it. But see, it's just plugged in with USB over there. I just utilized my, you know, like I said, my phone charger cord, and then, oh shit, don't knock over the light. But I knew it was working as soon as I, you know, plugged it in. Come here, because it was like all lit up. So, and ready to go. So, whee! That didn't really do anything. But yeah, it's got the up and down, and turn it to the different, whoa buddy. Whoa buddy, now I gotta try to figure out how to set this back here without knocking this shit over. Okay, so like, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Is that too harsh? Is that like, I don't know. I almost don't, even though it's better lit up, I almost don't like it. I don't know. I'll have to fiddleize with it just to get a little bit more light in here, because I know sometimes I need it, you know, because I light up with my TV. I light up with, you know, the lights in the other room. I mean, this light up above me is the only light I have. So, just a little extra light to make it look, I don't know, is that one? No, I don't think I like that one. I thought I liked that one to begin with, but no, I definitely don't like the yellow one. Maybe just that one to utilize to Utica. Just a little extra light. Maybe that setting is fuck me in the asshole with an asshole. When I dropped the thing, it fell. Imagine that. So I gotta be careful, like moving the camera and whatever. I guess that gives me a little extra light to tell you the boringness of the week, which was just working. Of course, you know, I had Monday off of Parks and Rec because of Memorial Day, and I had Parks and Rec today off that was not proper English, but okay. I had Parks and Rec off today because of the rain, so it was raining all night long. Yeah, so, which is brew, which is fine, you know. So, I gotta try to save up money for that, you know, big trip next month to Hot Springs. So, we're already talking. I think we're gonna go to the. We were talking about maybe spending a day in Little Rock. Mary Lee said it's like an hour away. I don't know if we're gonna. We don't really have any solidified plans yet. We went. There's a magic show. We're gonna go see a magic show, which obviously I won't be able to film that and show that to you all. I mean, maybe parts of it. I don't know. Just sneak some shots. I don't know. With a phone, maybe. I don't know. Unless they. I mean, he has magic, right? He can just like teleport it from my hand or something and say, no filming. And then just from across a crowded auditorium, just slap my hand. How dare you? Like that would show me something. That would show me something. I guess there's a guy that's been down there for decades. Mary Lee was saying, but he apparently retired last year. So, because she's like, oh, where's that? You know, where's that guy? Because Sean was the one looking up tickets, and he's like, oh, this is the only guy I saw. So apparently this guy took over for the other guy who's been in Hot Springs for forever. I believe we're gonna. Do we go through? I'm pretty sure we go through around Springfield or something. So we'll be going to Buc-ee's, of course. Mary Lee's all excited to go to Buc-ee's. Me too, a little bit, because it's like I want to see if they have 20-ounce bottles of their drinks. Because the last time I was there, that pine, there's so many different flavors of soda, of their own soda, you know, store brand soda that I want to try. Because that pineapple, I think it was like a pineapple cream soda. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And then they had some others that I don't know. But if I can find some 20-ounce bottles, I can just bring them with me. And that works. So there's a little bit of planning going on with that. So yeah, the only thing we have planned, because Sean went ahead and bought the tickets, I think maybe the magic show is the only thing we actually have planned for down there. Other than that, it was kind of like, oh, like Mary Lee wants to take us to the theme park where she used to work. I don't know the name of the theme park down there, but I guess I could look it up. Theme park hot hotel, Magic Springs, Hot Springs, Arkansas. So she's talking about taking us there. I guess they have a lazy river. It's a Magic Springs theme and water park. So we might be going there. What does it say? Tickets, $47.99. That's not too bad. Let's look up the Missouri staple. Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City, yes. Oh, you're not going to tell. Oh, there it is. Tickets. Okay, from official. So $47.99 to get into Magic Springs in Hot Springs, Arkansas. But Silver Dollar City in Branson. Okay, it's crazy down there anyway. $95. $95 to go to Silver Dollar City. That says from official site. But there again, I don't know if that is. But I know when Mom Arlene and I went quite a few years ago, it was like $65 then, or $60-some then. So let's just find out. What about Worlds of Fun? How much does it cost to get into Worlds of Fun these days? Worlds of Fun. I think maybe you can get into Oceans of Fun too. Worlds of Fun theme park. $43.03. So pretty much on, you know, a lot better than fucking Silver Dollar City. Okay. Oh my goodness. But everything's like Branson. It's just super stupid expensive, and I guess, you know, everybody goes there, so that's why, I guess it's a destination. But whatever. But yeah, that's really because Mary Lee used to work there at the Magic Springs, so she kind of wants to take us there and show us that. You know, because she was asking, she's like, are you going to do this ride? Will you do this ride? I'm not much of a ride person. I never really have been. I've been too much of a chicken shit most of my life. In fact, the first roller coaster I ever got on was at Silver Dollar City when I was a teenager. My friend Jason, I've probably told this story before. I've been doing this a while. I probably repeat stories, but maybe it's new to you. I don't know. But I think it was Fire in the Hole. It was like an underground roller coaster where it looked like the town was on fire or something. But we were just kind of like talking, and he told me this later. I don't know if it was later in the day or later in our lives together, but he was like, I knew the only way to get you on a roller coaster was to just get in line and you'd follow me. You know, I did. It worked. It was exactly how he said it would. You know, that's what happened. But I was like scared. I was like, oh my God, just going on a roller coaster. Oh my God, we're going on a roller coaster. Oh my God, we're going on. Like, I could have said no at any time, and I didn't. I could have like said, I'm gonna sit this one out. You know, but I guess they got some like lower key rides, like at Magic Springs down there in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I guess they have like the chairs that spin around in a circle. That looks like fairly low key. I might be able to do that one. She was talking about doing the lazy river for most of the day or whatever, and I'm like, I could get behind a lazy river. I could, you know. So maybe we'll. And there's some log ride or something where, of course, you know, you get wet. So, and then of course you get in the lazy river or whatever. Go do that. Sean and her can have the like spin you upside down kind of rides. It's like, you know, it's like I might have a heart condition now. I have to be careful, you know. But even if I didn't, I would still be a chicken shit and be like, I don't know, man, I don't know. So, but but that's June. We're leaving June 11th. And just speaking of the heart thing, like I have an appointment with a cardiologist on the 10th, on that, you know, that Wednesday before we are leaving that Thursday. Actually, Marilee is in Hot Springs right now because her mother officially moved yesterday. She has some friends. They rented a truck, and the movers loaded up the truck. And so her friends are driving the truck down there to Hot Springs, Arkansas, to help her move her stuff in. Actually, Marilee's brother is the coach of a soccer team, and his soccer team is going to come over and help unload the stuff for her. So that's kind of cool. That's nice. You know, hopefully, you know, they get a lot of strong, you know, young, strong soccer players. I think it's a high school. I don't think it's college. I don't know. Either way, you know, get some people to show up and help move, unless it's a requirement. Like, this is part of your training. Help my mom move her shit. It's a strength, core balance, something. I don't know. It'll help you kick the ball better. Yeah, because that's what you do. I guess in the soccer, but el football. So, but yeah, Marilee is actually in Hot Springs right now, helping her mom get all moved in, and you know, so it'll be ready for us to come stay in a month. So, is it a month? It's 2 weeks actually. It's just like 2 weeks from now. So, looking forward to having some time off, at least, you know. Vacations aren't always, like, the most, like, usually, you know, you need a vacation. I don't know about y'all, but I always need a vacation from my vacation. Like, when I get home, I just want to sit around the house for a couple days, or at least a night, a day, before I go back to, like, actually doing anything. Because vacations aren't, like, you know, they're supposed to be for relaxation, but they're stressful. You know, it's like, okay, well, we got to get here by a certain, you know, especially like going all the way up north like we do in a couple days. You know, it's like, okay, well, we got to travel this far this day to, you know, get all the way up here, and, you know, just stay in the hotel, and they got a checkout time, you know, like, and breakfast is only until like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. So if you want to get breakfast, you got to be sure to get up in time for breakfast, you know. And then it's like, oh my God, we got to check out by 11. So it's like, pack it up, pack it in, something, let's begin, you know, like, So I don't know, maybe a cruise would be okay, because it's like you're already floating in your hotel, everything you need is right there, you just have to get off the ship to like go do things in other countries, but then it might be boring. I don't know, I keep going back and forth about a cruising, you know, because it would be relaxing, because it's like you wouldn't have to pack up your shit and move it off until the last day, whenever that was, you know, but maybe. So, but that's not in the cards right now. The next thing Sean is focused on is New York City. So might be going to New York City next year. I don't know. Hopefully I can save up some money. I've got some money saved up, but then it's like, you know, well, I ended up having to pay one of my utilities, or they were going to shut me off. Because I'm a great adult, you know, as we've had this discussion multiple times, you know. Like, people are like, well, how much is your gas bill? How much is your electric bill? I'm like, I don't know. I don't pay it until they threaten to shut me off. So I want to get into more of a habit of paying them at least something, a little bit every month, you know, here and there, every month. But that has not gotten in my habit yet. So, yeah, because I had like $500 saved up. And then I owed them 200 and something, so that took about half of it. But so I was able to save back a little bit for this trip in June. But it's okay. We'll get there. I've got a few more paychecks before then, you know, and a few more paychecks after. So, of course, it would help if I, you know, of course, you know, can't really do much with, you know, holidays and the rain and whatnot, but, you know, going to Parks and Rec, that second part-time job, you know. Okay, well, I don't know what just happened. I thought the battery just died, and maybe it did, but she told me I had 40-some minutes, and then you know, sometimes it doesn't last as long as it says it'll last. But then when I turn the camera back on, it's like you know, I'd taken the battery out, and restarted. The battery is kind of loose. I mean, you know. So, I've dropped this thing a few times. I'm still using the old camera because it works better than the new camera Mom bought me last year. Somehow, I don't know how I don't know how something newer doesn't work as good as something that's older and has been dropped many times. On a hard floor. I don't know. So, like, my beep was back. Like, I had to go through the settings, the time settings, which I didn't even set the fucking date or any of that shit. I don't care about any of that. But, so, and it wanted to recover the data, so hopefully the first part of this, is still there. But yeah, I was getting ready to say, that, I came home early this morning because I was thinking about calling in anyway, because we were going to go to the city and have dinner with Linda before she left town, but that was you know, contingent on me having a ride back to town back here, because of course Mary Lee's staying up there with her mom, and they, you know, left and went to Hot Springs. But nobody else ended up going, so I didn't have a ride back here to town, so wasn't able to go. But I was gonna call in anyway. And then Francesca was leaving an hour early this morning because she had a doctor's appointment. So it's like, well, you know what? I'll just leave at 6 o'clock because we were in a good place with the mods and everything. So we got them done. We got all the ones in cosmetics done. So yeah, good on that. So I got home an hour early and then didn't have to go to Parks and Rec, so ended up just sleeping here on the couch for a bit, and now it's 10, well, almost 11 a.m. But, so, after I answer a question, I will sit around and be lazy, because I think that is the update for the week. And hopefully I don't have to go back through it again. Hopefully all the media is on this disc. Hopefully. If not, I guess I'll redo the first part of this as best I can, you know. But other than that, let's answer a question. So, What season is your favorite and why? This is a simple question. This is a basic bitch question, I guess. I've always debated between spring and fall because, summer it's too hot, winter it's too cold. Obviously, the spring and the fall, of course, depending on where you live, your summers last longer, your hot lasts longer. Like down south, I guess, there's humidity down there. Marilee has already warned us about in June. But it's like, if you up north, Michigan, the UP, like, like you have snow like all year round. No, not all year round, but like, Mom and I go up there October, and that's about, September, October, whatever. And that's about as late as we'd want to be there. We don't want to be there with the, giant heavy snow, where it's, most people get around by, like, not jet ski, that would be water, snowmobile. People going out on the ice. You can apparently there's an ice bridge from Mackinac City to Mackinac Island, and it's just kind of like people just out there playing on the ice, but I guess it would be kind of cool to see, just like have some of those big picture windows and look out and see, the ice pond. I don't know, but it'd be very, very cold, not very, very cold. And I think I've decided that, of course, spring allergies, that's kind of one of those things that, the last couple days, I have been taking my allergy pills every day, but I haven't been wearing my little mask when I mow as much anymore. And I can still breathe, pretty well. So that's nice. Spring definitely brings about allergies, which are not great. But I think I like spring the best because, fall is nice, but I think I maybe have allergies in the fall too. Like when it's going back and forth between the hot and the cold, and it's just like up and down, up and down, up and down, oh my God, all the time. So I think fall, I have allergies too, and it's getting colder. Like that's the good thing about spring is, you might still have some colder days, like, some of those mornings when it was 50 degrees, like I still had to have my hoodie out there on the mower, because it was still, chilly. But now if it's 50 or, near 60 or whatever, like I'm fine to just be out there in my little, short sleeve shirt, whatever. No Daisy Dukes. I don't think that's, like dress code appropriate. I don't know. I guess I've never asked. I should find out maybe. So yeah, I think spring is probably the best because then it's warming up. And it's like fall is nice because it's cooler and whatever. And you have the fall foliage, the colors and all that kind of stuff. And that's nice, but it's getting colder, which makes me angry. At least spring, it's getting warmer and I'm getting happier because, it's getting warmer and it's like pretty soon, I can be out here without a coat. It's going to be nice. It's going to be, spring is a good middle ground between, the chilly and the warming up instead of, the it's going to be chilly soon and cold and snow and gross and yuck and fuck this kind of, it's like I don't want to leave the house anyway. I've gotten to be a pretty good homebody. But yeah, definitely during the cold and it's like fuck this shit, basically, So I think spring wins the deal. So that's that, and hopefully I don't have to redo the other half of this. So we'll find out. And then I'll be back with... I found that the American Dew this morning, not the American Dew or whatever is Mountain Dew in a new bottle. People keep posting. I'm in a Facebook group, like a Mountain Dew fan group, and people are like, I found the America Dew. It tastes the same. Like, that's because it is the same. They just redid the bottle, so okay. But it was like the America pack or whatever, and they brought back the whiteout to put in there It's voltage. It's code red, whiteout, and voltage for the red, white, and blue. So I don't remember whiteout. I don't think it was a flavor I particularly like. I don't think I hated it, but since I can only get it in this American pack, I figured I'd give it another shot. Might as well, if I don't like it, I mean, I'm sure I'll still drink it, but I've still got some voltage and some code red. So that's 18 cans. So what's 18? See, don't trust me with math. Six cans of each, right? Should be, from my understanding of it. That's what I would think, anyway. There's probably like 2 cans of whiteout in there just to piss you off. But if I don't like it, that might be okay. I might want code red and voltage more. But it's like, I'm not going to do a taste test of that or anything because it's already been out. It's just a flavor they brought back that everybody was missing, So for a limited time only, it was only $10 for an 18 pack. So I guess that's not so bad. Maybe, I don't know. 18 cans of. Usually it's 12. So. And those can be like $7 or $8 on their own, It was a rollback because it was 12 something. I think I saw on the sign, but it was rolled back to like $10 basically, like $9.98 or something. But I still have all this stuff down here that I need to do sometimes in terms of videos that I promised you. And now I have light; you can see me better. But. Yeah. I don't know if I should do them sometime, but do I want food? I haven't had food yet. I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out after I edit this together, since now, hopefully, I'm going to have 2 clips regardless, even if I have to, redo the other one. So, have a good weekend. I'll see you next Wednesday for something sketchy. And then, of course, next Friday for another question. So, other than that, have yourself a good weekend, and I shall see you for when I see you. Look, there's the light. Oh, my God.